bidding up.
Yeah, it's a bidding war out there. So, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Oh, I left a pile of stuff over there. That doesn't look so good. All right, grab a blanket, grab a block. I am really not set up today. I'm doing this lately all the time. It's like, oh my gosh.
Will it never end? That's the question.
Say again?
Will it never end?
I don't think so. I don't know, it's crazy. We're having a discussion for those of you joining us. Anyway, where did my link go to share it? Did I forget to get it?
Oh my goodness. Were you playing games this morning or something?
We don't wear masks.
What? What were you talking about?
Did you forget your mask?
No, I have a mask.
You believe it?
No, I didn't come out for it. Walk in.
I would let mine go down and turn around and back out.
These are crazy people.
Yeah, put a couple on over there. Oh, I'll have to send the link after. Guys, I got to get better at this. I was studying this morning and just enjoying that time in bed.
Ready to do something.
Yeah, it's like, what the freak?
I'm retired.
All righty.
It feels like spring out there.
Well, did you see the snow yesterday?
I know.
Good
That's
try.
not spring yet. That is spring.
That is spring. That's true. That's spring in Utah. Spring in Utah.
Diet. My kids.
Make sure you have a block. Thanks, Larry.
Blossoms all over the trees and, you know.
All righty. Let's do some yoga.
There are some.
You want the trees start to be green, it's like 2 weeks, man.
And then it's all out.
Yeah, a bunch of these balls.
You got garden houses, you know.
We don't have a lot of
Even your golf are doing well. Well,
I said, bring in some more.
I've got an extra.
Open mouth.
There we go.
Oh, that's okay.
The first year I.
All right, let's get started.
Good.
Let's do some yoga. Did you put the ball in my chair? All righty, we are, I feel like instead of getting better, we're getting worse. I'm getting started on time. I'm glad that on the YouTube, we can edit all this out. Oh, that is bright this morning, though. It's so fun to have bright, but wow. After yesterday.
Whatever.
Can this be used?
Was this yours?
Oh, that's fine. I just can't hear her.
Was anybody collecting coins?
Oh, yeah, you get a free water bottle or something.
Right, they have a contest.
We'll have a bid for.
Jones, why don't you sit here? I got my 30 minutes now.
No, what are you doing?
Jones says she can't hear, she sits on the.
Oh,
I got my hair shirt.
You can sit here and I can move over.
I'm keeping notes.
keeping notes, are ya?
I need a pad.
Matt,
You really edited your.
Here it is.
No, we'll use this one.
Thank you. Are you still missing all kinds of things?
Some things. I haven't even made the trek downstairs, so, you know, I can't say they're really missing it. It's So let's get started and do some yoga. So I've been experimenting. I'm gonna try something a little different today. You know, we love change, don't we? Go ahead. Start with the balls. We're gonna work our feet first, and then we're gonna go into some breathing exercises, okay? And then I was experimenting. I wanna see about doing some lunges, but we'll use our chair and the block. So I've been I think I do something and it's like, no, that won't work, you know? And then I fiddle with it, and no, that still won't work. Go back to the drawing board and get some new ideas. So hopefully we're okay with that change, right? That changing it up. So you're looking for places, I'm not even finding any. How exciting is that? That are painful. So here, throw me one of those, Larry. Thank you. Now you keep that other one that she's got because she doesn't need to.
She has 2 feet.
Give that ball to Larry, Joyce. There you go. So as we practice today, go ahead. I know, if I'm not here organized, and it's my fault. I was studying while lying in bed. It started at about 6 this morning, and it was just fabulous, and I was not ready to get out of bed. Go ahead and change feet. Again, we're looking for places that are tight, places that are a little painful, that kind of go, oh, there's some sensation, right? And we want these feet are our foundation, okay? They always are. Right now, our feet and our rear end are our foundation as we sit, okay? And we always want that rooting down, that there is a heaviness, okay? We do want to lift out of that. But if we just lift it out, right, and there was no gravity, there was no rooting down, then we would find just this flighty. So we've got to have both in our practice. So close your eyes. Just kind of roll through your feet. Go ahead and we'll do this with both feet. Take the ball a little further. We've done this before. Stretch, big toe, pinky toe. Okay? These 3 middle toes are reaching up. You'll find that you'll see white develop around the toes. We're cutting off blood flow. You're like, geez, Dale, we don't want to do that. Yeah, we kind of do. It's okay, and it's one of the best things if there's some neuropathy, if there's some diabetes, is to cut off the blood flow for a moment and then go ahead and release the ball, get it back, then go back for it, same foot, stretch on either side, and then we're gonna roll across the top of that ball. We've done this too. So grip the ball and just roll up and over, finding a tremendous stretch on the top of that foot. And then come back, see if you can find that spread of the toes. Sometimes, and maybe you've found this in life, right? The smallest little things. You might think, well, what did we do in yoga today? Well, we took this ball and we rolled it over our toes, and we think, oh, really? That's what you're doing at your yoga class? What a waste of time. But is it really? Okay? All these little intrinsic things that we do, everything we do, we're all connected. We're connected with each other. I smile at someone, right? That is a connection. I smile and recognize what my feet are doing. There's that connection as well. One more time, up and over, finding that stretch. Now, if you find that you get a cramp in the ball of the foot or in the calf, because can you feel, reach down and just feel your calf muscle. Doing that has made that calf muscle contract, okay? That point does that. We want that. All right, second side. Find the ball right in the right place, spread through the toes. It's harder to do with socks on, guys, just saying. And stretch it down, find that, just hold that for a moment. Find the push down, the toes are kind of maybe going, oh, ouch, okay, for just a moment. And then reach up and over, stretching, come back. So this connectiveness, is kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Remember the song, the thigh bone's connected to, no, what is it? Connected to the hip bone. Yeah, just going through the body. Okay, we are all connected. I feel like one of the biggest detriments of this COVID has been the isolation that's happened in our society. And as seeming relief or ease of some of the COVID restrictions have come into place, we still find ourselves isolated, okay? So as we connect with each other, with our body, close your eyes, do one more point over the top, feel the calf muscle engage, feel the stretch across the top of the foot, and then release, and then go ahead and loose the ball, okay? We're gonna sit for just a minute, we're gonna do a breathing exercise. So one of the things that we're going to do every class is we're really gonna get through April. We're gonna get into doing some breathing exercises. So bring your hands to your belly, and we're gonna belly breathe. So you're just gonna inhale. As you inhale, push the belly out. As you exhale, pull it in. As you inhale, push it out. As you exhale, just feel it pull back. Inhale, exhale. Now it's not your hands pushing, but your hands they just stay right here, and then your belly kind of pulls away from them, and then it pulls back. Inhale. Now I want you to change up that breath a little and see which one is easier. Now inhale and expand the belly. That one's always easier for me. And exhale. Oh wait, that's the same. And exhale. Go ahead, this time inhale here. Tighten the belly and exhale, expand. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Which one's easier?
This one.
This one? Notice what starts to happen with maybe our rush to get ready this morning. Our just anxiousness. This is such a great tool as we focus on just the breath. And then go ahead and just breathe normal. Let the hands just stay in the lap. And notice that instead of the belly going in and out, we can feel the inhale, there's a lengthen, and an exhale back. And an inhale, there's a lengthen. And an exhale, it's not that we're squishing back down tight, but there's definitely this ebb and flow. We've talked about it before. It's the same rhythm that's in the ocean. It's the rhythm of our world, okay? We're gonna add on to this. Bring your hands back to your belly. We'll inhale for 4 counts. 3, 4, hold. Take your hands to your ribs and see if you can inhale a little bit more. And then exhale. All the way down. Let your hands move across your belly, back down, almost like a rolling pin, pulling it in. And then just breathe normal. We're gonna do that a few times. So there's a hold. We'll count for 4 breaths. Inhale. If that's too much, then do 3, do 2, okay? And then hold the breath, and then try to inhale again. Make sense? Okay. Inhale. Hold. Hands to the ribs, inhale. And then exhale. So, go ahead and just breathe normal. I'll talk for a sec. Just breathe normal. When we practice holding our breath, in yoga it's called a kumbhaka, a retention of breath. It is the Anada Kumbhaka, which is at the top of the inhale, okay? When we practice holding, because oftentimes we hold our breath, but that holding, which way does our diaphragm go when we inhale? Question. They're saying it goes up. No, it goes down. We're creating more lung capacity. Yeah. And so as we inhale, we want to feel that, just the thought, because right underneath where our floating ribs are, see if you can find them, that's where the diaphragm attaches, the front part of it. And then it attaches around here, and then it attaches to here. And it's a muscle that's like, it's like this. The fibers go all the different directions, all the way around. It's like a big donut, but it's solid. It's like a jellyfish is the best example of what it looks like, okay? As we inhale, it contracts down, pushing on all those abdominal muscles, massaging them, or muscles like that. As we exhale, okay, if we do one of these, and sometimes we practice this, and we're gonna really work on the breath, but as we exhale, if we do a quick one, it just kind of bounces back like a muscle does. Go ahead and let's try that. Take a deep, slow inhale. And then exhale. That's just a rebound back up. That rebound action, even though we practice it some, the better for our muscles is not to rebound out, right? Is to come out just as gently as we came in. So when we inhale and we go down and then we make it pause, we're using that muscle. And when we then inhale a little more, it's going a little deeper. And then when we exhale slowly, we're just slowly letting that diaphragm release. That's what we're working.
But you can't just breathe up here, right?
Oh yeah.
That's not very good.
Well, it's actually harder to get right up here unless you're doing the shallow. It's a great question. This breath. Anybody hyperventilate ever? You get lightheaded? That's because it's all just up here and it's not down in the belly. It's down in here when we practice the deep inhales that relax our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, okay?
When you're nervous, they breathe deeply.
Yes. If you get nervous, if you feel anxious, great questions. We breathe deeper, okay? So if it's a muscle then, the breath, the diaphragm, and we want to expand that breath, then if we don't ever practice expanding that breath, that muscle won't develop, just like every other muscle. Bless you. So, inhale. And exhale. Just a normal breath. Think and inhale. See if you can feel, oh, I can kind of feel something moving down. We kind of can exaggerate that a little bit, and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Now let's go for the hold and exhale. Hand on the belly. Inhale for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Inhale a little bit more. And then exhale. Slow. Do it again. Inhale for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Inhale again. And then exhale. Fabulous look. One more time. Fabulous work. One more time. Try to combine those two. Inhale. 3, 4. Hold. A little more inhale. And exhale. Beautifully done. So this is called a 3-part breath, and you're like, well, 3 parts. We just did 2. Okay. If we can, just try it. We'll just try it a couple of times. We inhale for 4, we hold. We inhale again for 4, we hold and try to inhale and get it all the way up into our chest. So using the whole diaphragm, okay? Let's just give it a try. Hands on belly. This just kind of reminds our brain where we're breathing. Inhale, 2, 3. Let's just do 3, hold. Hands here, inhale, 2, 3, hold. Hands on the chest, inhale. And then exhale. And let it fall all the way back down. And then just breathe normal. So when we're practicing a breath, we practice the breath, we come back to a normal breath. So if you want to practice this at home, I will put the notes on the YouTube and on the Instagram, so you can find it either place and you can practice through that. Notice what happens after. For me, there's a couple of things that I've noticed. Michael Wilcox gives an analogy of going into a dark room with a little pin light and trying to clean the room. Well, you know what that would be like, right? You just, okay. And he talks about this in the learning, how we learn. We go in and I got a little bit of knowledge, okay. Well, then if we go back into the same room and we have a flashlight, we're like, oh my gosh, I missed so much, right? And then we go back in with a spotlight and we're like, whoa! And that light can get brighter and brighter and brighter, okay? And that is a fabulous analogy for practicing our yoga. We start little, we start small, okay? And we grow. We find those moments. If you are just one time through this class, you find a moment that you pause and you connect your mind with your body, with the spirit. And you kind of go, oh, I get that. That one moment is of value to me as your teacher, okay? Nicely done. Okay, so we're gonna actually be standing up right away. I want your chairs all the way onto your mats, okay? For those, you guys have them. You're gonna just go around to the back of the chair. Okay, take one of your blocks. You'll notice I have a couple here, and put it, I want it this way so that when you put your foot on it, your foot is on it like this. So it's like here, okay? Hold on, we're gonna just stretch out. Oh, hang on, I gotta go a little further forward. Instagram. This is the best angle we've had for the YouTube. Stretch it back. Yeah, find that. We haven't really moved our shoulders yet. So here you do cat-cow. I want to do a little cat-cow here. You're like, cat-cow? What's cat-cow? So bending your knees, you just kind of curl and then exhale and you ram, tuck your chin. Ooh, yeah. Inhale, bend those knees and exhale, round. Inhale, so we're still finding that breath and exhale. Now we're gonna try a little bit of a kumbhaka, a hold. So inhale, rear end goes up, knees bend. Inhale, hold. Just wiggle your hips back and forth a little and then exhale, release. And curl up. Try it again. Inhale, come down. And hold at the bottom of that inhale, or at the top of the inhale, sorry, and then exhale. Inhale. Bend, hold, exhale. Up and round. And then stay up and rounded for a minute. You're breathing. We're not holding. And let your hips shift side to side. Okay, they're gonna go sideways and sideways, but you've got a round in your spine. So you should be stretching, yes, low back, sacrum into the hips, sacrum. So low back is here, the waistline. Sacrum is lower, okay? It's in between these hip bones. So you wanna kind of try to almost tuck the tailbone as well as, and just find that stretch. And then go ahead. Keep a hold and come as close as you can to the chair. Upright, hands on the hips. Pull the shoulders back, just open through the heart. Let the chest come up, kind of shift back and forth. We really are going to be working on our spine today, okay? Plant those hands. Stretch back again. This time, stay here for just a couple of breaths. You can totally breathe through this stretch. And here, watch my knees. One knee's gonna move quite a bit forward. The other one's gonna try and stretch back. It's gonna be a side across the hip stretch. Come back up, bend the opposite side and stretch. Inhale and exhale, moving back and forth so that there is a stretch on the side, across the hip. As we get out in our yards more, as we are more active, maybe walking outside, these muscles get so tight. And then walk back in. Go ahead and here, tuck your chin so you've got this round going on. Hold on to your chair and try to lift the ribs up and back. Tuck your chin and then go ahead and unroll the chin. Fingers will come here, pull the shoulders back, roll through those shoulders, right? And then bring the hands to the hips. With the hands on the hips, pull the elbows behind you, like somebody's kind of grabbing hold of your arm saying, hey, come here, come here. And both of them are going back. And then tuck your chin. That feels awkward, but you get a nice stretch. And then lift the chin. Close your eyes, the lights are on. Take a big, deep inhale into your chest. And exhale. Shake it all out. Okay, so a little bit different way of warming up than sitting in a chair. In the chair, we struggle to access this outside, okay? So I've been playing. Come back again. Stretch your back, reach. Now here, some of you will have shoulder issues. Bend your elbows, pull the elbows towards the floor. And then try to come deeper with your chest. Keep your elbows bent, pull them not out to the side, but in towards each other. Elbows towards each other, yes. And then come back up, roll through those shoulders. Come all the way back up, shoulders come on the back, pull the elbows towards each other. Open again, take a deep inhale. And exhale, release, shake it out. So sometimes when we work into the spine this way, you might get some tingle in fingers and toes. Oftentimes it's just all those nerves, every nerve originates here in the spine and then goes to the different muscles throughout the body, okay? All right, now with your block, make your block be right by your chair and it's right in the middle of the chair, okay? One foot's gonna step on the block. You're not gonna put a ton of weight on it. Let's see if you can step that back foot back just a couple. You're gonna bend. Okay, see if you can come up on your back toes. You're just gonna bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. So my chair isn't on a mat and it's wanting to move. So I'm glad you're on your mats. That's why you're there. Bend and straighten. Now, I'm bending and straightening the front foot, right? The front leg. Can you feel the back of the hamstring? Stretch this back of this right thigh. Back, forward and back. Yeah, forward and back. Now, Larry, that was a really good thing to do. If you want to get a little extra stretch, lift the toes. Oh yeah. If you go, there's no way, Deb, I can't get those toes up, then that's okay. Come forward and come back. Yes, might be a little easier.
We have that chair.
Yeah. Be a little easier. Excellent. Better? Yeah, that's a better. Yeah. And then go ahead, take both feet off the block. Stretch back once. Find that length. Wiggle through the hips. Do the hula. Knees are bending. You can go quick here. And then move back up. round, round, and then hands on the chair, run round. Stand up, shake it out, wiggle. Let's bring hands again here, up and back, elbows towards each other, open through the heart. Take some deep breaths, notice. So when we can get our arms, because this serratus anterior muscle attaches to the humerus and to the ribs. When we pull the arms back, it actually moves our ribs. If we take our arms out to the side, it makes our ribs expand out, okay? So what we try to do is expand the rib cage, but using the arms as helpers is fabulous, okay? Second side, come back. Foot on. Try and get as far back as you can with your other foot. Okay, and then forward and back. So yay or nay on this leg. We're getting a lot more in on that leg than maybe what we normally would get. And then again, if you want, we're just creating range of motion in the hip, okay? You can totally lift those toes. And then come back.
Just the front toes, right?
Yeah, the front toes. Now, if you want to think of the opposition, we haven't even talked about that today. Okay, here, reach your shin forward towards the chair. And when you pull back, take your hip and pull it back. And then you find that opposition, right? That will make your stretch a better stretch, a more intense stretch. Okay, now go ahead and, all of you have got your toes lifted, keep them lifted. Okay, so you've got them back. Now try to push the toes down towards the block without letting them move. And you feel that beautiful stretch, breathe, and come back. And then just remove. Find that stretch again. A little bit more cat-cow. So bending the knees, sticking the rear end of the head up. There's a back bend going on here. And then up and round. And then back. And up and round. And back. Inhale. And up and round. So I've been playing pickleball almost every day with my granddaughters and some of their friends. They're teenagers. I'm like, oh, so I have to get home and do all this stretching, and they're like, want to go again, Grandma? All righty, beautifully done. Fabulous work. Notice how the spine feels in the hips. So there's one more, okay? I want you to walk around to the front of your chair. So you're gonna be a little bit lower here, okay? Yeah. Okay, hold on to the sides of the chair. No, keep them on the mat. I'll talk loud so you can hear, okay? So, with them on the mat, your arms are lower, yes? I'd like you to bend your knees and take your body over your shoulders, over your wrists, and come back. Shoulders over your wrists, over the chair, and come back. Shoulders over, there's some weight bearing going on there, and come back. And forward, and come back. Bending your knees, forward, and come back. One more, push, and I want you to hold for just a couple of breaths. Can you slightly bend the elbows and straighten them again? Slightly bend the elbows and straighten them. We've done this against the wall. This is a little more weight bearing. And then stretch back. Yeah. Bend those knees. Stretch through your spine. If you want to walk your feet further back, you can do so and get a little deeper stretch in the body. But maybe your body can't do that, and that's fine too. Yeah. And then walk back in. Beautifully done. And come back to a seat. So, I'm watching you guys, the ones that are here. I'm thinking that we're gonna add that one in.
No.
I watched some. So I want you to try to stretch right here in this chair, okay? What we can do is we can hold on to the chair and we can go up and over. You know, maybe that elbow up, maybe a little longer, right? That doesn't get it. We got a better stretch when we were holding on to the chair like this, right? I'll do it from here. And doing this. We get a better stretch because we can use our legs. So, hence, we will be doing some of that. Okay, grab your strap. All right. Do you have a strap? You do now. No, you're okay. That's my setup.
Oh, no, yeah. I didn't read it wrong. I didn't read it.
So here we go. Okay, out it goes to the side and back in. Just a basic out and back in. I want you to think of this as your diaphragm. So we're gonna breathe with it, right? Inhale, it's pulling down. Exhale. So what if we did this? Boom. That's what we do. Now, there are some times, and we will do that. In fact, I'm really thinking we're gonna probably need to take more than just 1 month to do our breathing because there's so many different exercises to practice. I've been amazed at what has happened as I practice my breathing. Out and back in. So I want you to breathe really slow. Close your eyes and move your breath with your out and in. Mirror it. So the inhale pulls out, maybe a little hold. And the exhale comes back. Beautifully done. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Hold. Exhale. And release both of those shoulders. So, if we can move that way with our breath, and we are mindful that we're doing it right, all of a sudden, the body is, I mean, if we didn't have the spirit inside, our body would just be, right? It could do nothing, okay? And so when we honor and move with our breath and we honor this tangible, physical, gross, not gross meaning icky, gross meaning tangible, touchable of earth, right? When we use this and combine it with our breath, we're really alive. And it doesn't take aggressive behavior to make that connection. We don't have to be an athlete out running races to find that connection. We can find it anywhere we want, as long as we're alive. And we are all alive here still. Okay, one more. Step on with one foot. Okay, now just hold the strap so there's no stretch going on. Okay, yep. But reach down to about your knee. And palm faces the strap. We're just doing one strap. Just one. Yep, that's okay. And then grab, and you're gonna lift it up. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Yeah. Good job. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. What if, keep going, inhale. Hold. Exhale. What if everything we did, we could do this way? Inhale. What if our practice was that I'm going to practice everything I do, moving with my breath? Inhale. hold, exhale. Beautifully done. Change sides. So just step, you don't have to have, okay, you're bringing just the palm straight out, palm face up. Okay, and then you just want to reach down to your knee, and that is what you're going to grab and take up. Palms facing outward, there you go. Inhale. Hold, notice that one arm's not as strong as the other, it's okay, exhale. Inhale, we think we're symmetrical, we are so not symmetrical. If you want to just take a look at my difference in my feet. Inhale, up, I have to almost sometimes get 2 separate sizes of shoes. One for a left and one for the right. I struggle finding shoes. Inhale, which is why you see me in flip-flops a lot. And exhale. Left one's bigger. You too.
At least half size.
Oh, yeah.
So we check at the shoe store to see if you got both sides, singles, shoes. I mean,
Make them switch, yeah, they always check. Yeah, I try to check them, but I was looking, dang, if it was your right one, are you an 8?
No, I'm a 9.5.
Oh, jeez, no, couldn't help. So, couldn't do it. I was looking for someone that I could shift with, right? Inhale. Of course, they probably would like the same shoes I like. One more. Inhale, hold. And exhale. Good job. So, these are just a fabulous example of what our diaphragm does, okay? So I want you to just to humor Debbie. Pull this one to the bottom of the ribs and this one right here. We're just gonna do this way and mirror our diaphragm, okay? So inhale, see if you can go as deep as your hands can go with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hand a little bit. Okay, inhale, go again. Inhale. Exhale.
That's good, because that helps us visualize.
It is, doesn't it? Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And release. And lose your shot. So if you find that that is difficult, that breath, then practice it a little slower. One of the things that I remember when I was first learning, the teacher that I had would have us hold down dog, okay, downward facing dog, as long for the inhale, and see if we could make it a 30-second inhale. Now, when you're breathing, okay, there is one universal thou shalt not, basically. If you feel strain in the temples, behind the eyes, and in the forehead. So if you get in there and it just starts to just, oh, you're immediately releasing. That is never, ever good. The other thing which goes along with that same rule, it's like a sub-rule, is that we always want this to look like we're having a tea party, right? We're just calm, we're relaxed, right? You know the tea party, you know, the little finger out. There's just never, doesn't matter what's swirling around you, right? Okay, so those are the 2 rules. So that is the homework, is to practice that breathing. Try the 2-part, try the 3-part, okay? So let's do some sun salutations in our chair. We've warmed up our spine pretty good today. Go ahead and inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take a hinge. Hands on the thighs, inhale. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, pause. Moving with our breath. Inhale. Exhale. Hands on the thighs as the inhale. The exhale rounds us back. The inhale. And then there's just the exhale. Let's do an audible, I love it. Inhale. exhale. Hands on the thighs, inhale. Exhale, pull it back, tighten, curl. Inhale, uncurl. Exhale, an audible HA. That will release so much tension, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Beautifully done. Good job. Let's take a couple twists. Hand on the chair, on your thigh, other hand back. We make sure that the shoulder doesn't roll forward. We roll it up and around, okay? And I'll show you that from the side on the next side. Inhale, just find the twist. Go ahead and move side to side with your neck gently. Go ahead and drop your chin and lift your chin. So here, while we're reaching to the side, just roll gently through your neck. There is no strain ever, right? You're pulling back with the arms. You're twisting your torso. And then go ahead and take it into a round of the torso. And then up, lengthen it up. And another inhale that rounds. And exhale that's up. And let's change the breath. Okay, inhale here. Exhale round. And inhale, unwind, right. And release. Come back to center. Just kind of roll through those shoulders. Okay, second side. Sorry, I got a little bit quiet over there. That's probably hard for you guys to hear. Come back. Shoulder, okay, is up and over. And I was going to show you that from this side. So if I lean back here and I'm grabbing, okay, I'm contracting here and doing nothing to this back shoulder. So we want the shoulder to go back. The elbow has to bend, but that's where we want the twist. Notice how just pulling that shoulder back helps twist my torso. And that's what we're going for, okay? So on this other side, take the twist. Hold on. Take some inhales and some exhales. Breathing deeply. Just finding that. And then go ahead with your neck. Maybe there's a few other places that are tight. Anybody ever have one where you move your neck and you get that zing? Oh, I had one of those yesterday. It took forever to work out. I think it might be the pickleball. I'm noticing it's just the bottoms of my feet are getting hot. I'm not used to the stopping quick. I don't do a ton of that stopping, changing angle. But I'm having fun. So I just have to do a little bit extra work, right? Inhale, open through the heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Come back up for your inhale. And let's do an audible HA as we release and come. Fabulous work. Now, you are welcome. We're not doing march anymore, so we can get on the floor and do windshield wipers unless you're like you don't want to get on the floor. But if you do, move your chair back. I'll show you windshield wipers. Okay. If you want to do them in your chair, you are welcome to just stay here in the chair and you just go side to side, walking your feet around. So really, if getting up and out of the chair is hard, it's okay to not get down, okay? You're lying on the floor on the back. I'm gonna turn the lights off. You gotta move your chair back. So windshield wipers is on your back, and you're just going arms out to the side, just comfortable. You're just shifting. It's one of the best things we can do for our spine. Now, you can do these in bed. It's not ideal if your mattress is really soft, but it still is getting the twist. So if you can do this in your bed and it's better than here, at least you're getting some side to side movement, yes? Getting some for your neck.
I just,
Yeah, that's too deep. Stay there, stay there. I'm coming. For that now.
okay. Now hold on to your ankle for that.
There you go. Better. So, we've talked about this before, but I'm gonna just show you. If you find this is just way intense on your head and neck, take your blanket and you're just gonna roll so that you have a roll underneath your neck. So that as you lie down, there is just something there to support that neck, okay? That's what we're looking for, and then you're just going side to side. Now, if you've been doing with your feet together, take your feet a little wider and continue side to side. Inhaling and exhaling. Yeah. These are movements that our spine, moving forward and back as we age, is the movement we do, and we tend to not do the side to side. This is beneficial for our spine. Now, we're going to add on one more thing to this, okay? As your knees go right, your head would go left. So we really are getting an entire rotation of that spine. Those little muscles in your back. This would be, even if you can't get on the floor, this would be beneficial to do every day. On the back, in your bed before you got out of bed, in your bed before you went to sleep at night, in your chair, just swiveling back and forth. Ideally, I'm thinking in my mind, you need a doctor's stool, right? And you could sit and do the twists there, because your legs would just go side to side with a little bit more ease. Try to get your head to go the opposite that your knees are. Yeah. And then we're working our way into Shavasana. Okay, I'm getting bolsters. Make sure if you need something underneath your knees. Bolsters come in many sizes, right? This is a round, softer one. I prefer the softer ones. These are harder, firmer. Either one works, okay? These just smooth it on. Those pieces are really nice. If that needs to be moved, let me know. Okay, it's worth getting totally comfortable here. Just relax, let them drop to the side. Yeah. Do you feel your back relax? Is your back relaxed? Yeah. Okay. Michelle, do you want a blanket or do you want? You just want a blanket. On the spine. Yeah. It's not quite. I don't know if you do that, but if it's a little crooked. So what we're doing here, just so you know, is we're elevating the knees. When we elevate the knees, even just the tiniest little bit, Okay. This, it allows the low back to just relax. And that low back has a curve in it. So the bend in the knees help take the curve out of the low back. Take a couple of really deep breaths. This is a fabulous place to practice our 3-part breath. So we'll practice that once and then I'll be quiet. You can have a Shavasana. Bring your hands to your belly. Inhale, let the belly poof towards the ceiling. Pause. And exhale. Let the belly fall. Inhale, let the belly rise. Hold. Move the hands to the rib cage. Inhale. And exhale. All the way back down. Find that rolling in action is really a great image here. Inhale, hands on belly, the belly rises. Pause. Hands to the rib cage. Inhale again. Pause. Can you take it to the chest? Inhale again. And exhale. Chest falls, ribs fall, belly falls. Take it deep, just a normal breath. Inhale. Exhale, HA. Again, 3-part breath. Inhale into the belly. Pause. Hands to ribs. Inhale. Pause. Hands to chest. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Normal breath. One more time, and then you've got your Shavasana. Inhale into the belly. Pause. Hands to ribs. Inhale. Pause. Hands to chest. Inhale. Pause. Ha. Exhale. Hands out to the side. Totally relax. Notice for just a moment as you're settling into Shavasana. How did that breathe? How does that breath make me feel? Does it relax me? If I'm feeling anxious, I can do this breath without closing my eyes. I can do this breath with driving a car. I can do this breath sitting in a doctor's office. I can find this breath at any time. If I'm sad, if I'm happy, if I'm upset, looking and training our breath to be this impetus for keeping us peaceful and calm. Maybe being still is hard for you. You feel a need to wiggle. I understand that. I'm a wiggler. That will be a harder exercise. The breath will help with that as well. So as you lie there, breathing, begin to let the breath be something that you're not focusing on anymore. So you still are breathing, but no longer does it have to be a deep inhale. The breath in our sleeping state is much more shallow on purpose. Let it shallow for a moment here. Let it get shallow. We'll end class right here. You don't have to get up and do namaste really quick, but I will do namaste to you. As I watch you, as I have the opportunity to share with you my love of the body, my love of what it can do, how it moves, I honor each one of you as you try to experience more life within your body. Namaste.